In this video, I want to break down exactly how to make your first $10,000 for 3D printing, even if you're a complete beginner, don't know how to design, and you're someone that's looking to turn this hobby into a full-time business. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because not too long ago, I actually surpassed $10,000 in sales on Cults 3D. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically an online marketplace where you can buy and sell STL files. And this is just one of the platforms that I use to generate income with 3D printing. And out of all the different streams of income that I make with this hobby, in this video, I want to break down some of the best ways to make money with this hobby, even as a beginner and even with someone with maybe little to no design skills. So what I want to do is jump into the iPad, kind of break everything down in detail and kind of get you some ideas, even if you're just starting from scratch. So here we are on my tablet here, and one of the first things we are going to cover is how to sell printed products, more specifically physical designs. So when it comes to selling physical designs, here are your options. The first options is either one, models with a license, so license that, or models with the license that you find online, or your own designs. Now, when it comes to models with a license, you're pretty much limited to wherever you can basically buy and download files. And typically you would subscribe to someone on Patreon, and then in exchange, they would get you like a license, where you can sell their 3D printed products online, in person, or wherever you can basically sell products. And this is one of the easiest ways to get started as a complete beginner. But long term, you want to start thinking exactly how you can get your way out of it, because if you don't, you're basically going to be paying creators every single month. Now, look, there's nothing wrong with paying creators, but my point here is that if you are okay with licensing models and paying $10 to $15 per month, then at some point you're going to have to learn how to make your own designs. Which leads me to my second point, which is your own designs. So these are designs that you've created, whether on Fusion 360 or in Blender or in Nomad Sculpt or Shaper 3D or whatever design and modeling software that you use. Realistically, selling 3D prints is one of the easiest ways to get started, because realistically, all you're really doing is just basically charging for a product. So what you charge minus your taxes, profit, or excuse me, print cost, electricity, labor, fees, and then whatever is left over, that is your profit. And basically, if you're selling something, let's just say for $29.99, and let's just, in a perfect world, let's say all of your expenses are like $10, well, then you would profit $19.99, right? And that's a pretty good profit margin depending on what you're printing, what you're selling, and whether it makes sense to actually use a 3D printer for that, right? So this is a really great way to get started, because you can basically, you're exchanging a physical product for value. So if someone can see that product and know what it is, then they basically are exchanging their money in exchange for that product that you're selling. So that's probably one of the best ways to get started, even as a complete beginner. Okay, so the next thing we're going to cover here is selling design services. So when it comes to selling design services, there's actually two different things you can offer. You can either offer selling 3D printing services and or just selling design services where you're paid for your expertise or knowledge around 3D modeling. So just to kind of give you an example, when it comes to selling 3D printing services, you are basically charging somebody just for the print alone. So just imagine this is your printer, right? And basically people are paying for whatever comes out of this machine. But when it comes to design and printing services, now you're charging based off of what you know, your knowledge, the thing or skill that you've learned or acquired over the years that allows you to charge a whole lot more money using your skill sets around these softwares to produce a final product. And that's what separates the two. And truthfully, I don't see a lot of people talking about this, especially when it comes to making money with 3D printing. But the difference between the two is that if you're selling 3D printing services, it's actually way easier to get started. The only thing that you might have problems with is that typically most customers will either come to you with an STL file, and or they see a file online that they want printed, and or they won't have a design at all, which is honestly most people at the end of the day. But if someone comes to you and they want something made and designed, then you can actually charge a whole lot more, because now you're not just charging them just based off of filament and electricity use. Now you're actually charging them based off of your expertise to design something. So as an example, not too long ago, I had a company reach out to me because they wanted me to design a full-scale truck or a vehicle that they had. and then scale it down into a small size model, which they can use to present at trade shows. Now, I knew going into this that a project like this would cost several $1,000s to make and produce, around 3 to 4 grand. That was the quote I gave them. But that was because I'm actually having to design the product. I need to set client expectations in addition to setting deadlines and timelines. So that way the client knows exactly what to get and what to expect by when. So that way I can do my work. They know what to expect by when, and that way both parties are happy. But of course, that of course entails that you need to know how to talk to clients, work with clients, set expectations, and as well as be willing to put your foot down, especially when it comes to working with clients and making sure that, essentially you're able to do the work without them interrupting you in the process. So to kind of wrap everything all up here, basically selling 3D printing services. So if you're selling 3D printing services, you're paid for your prints. If you're selling design or printing services, which is like prototyping services, you're paid for your expertise, which is where I want most of you guys to be. Even if you're a complete beginner, you can actually learn this over time. And truthfully, you don't need to be a complete expert. And honestly, if you really want to sell, let's just say design and printing services, even as a complete beginner, here's a sneaky way to do it. So one way you can do it, let's just say, for example, if a client wants you to design something, and let's just pretend, like, let's just say it was this mouse here. And let's just pretend it was this mouse here. And this mouse, uh, to make and design everything was, let's just say $500. Let's just say you knew it was $500. Well, you would charge the client $500 and the total time to print that would be, let's just say, 50 bucks, right? But then you can actually outsource the design work to somebody who can, let's just say, design anything between $25 to $100, depending on the scope of the project and depending how complex the model is. Then now you're able to pay someone else to design that model for you. And then all you have to do is just 3D print it. So basically all you're doing is just outsourcing the design work. And then once you get the final file and approved by the client, then you 3D print it. And now you basically just outsource the design work, even though you might not know how to design at all. This is a very sneaky way of doing this. And honestly, a lot of companies are doing this nowadays. I think it's also called like white labeling or third party outsourcing, something like that. But truthfully, you can utilize this type of services on Fiverr and Upwork. Hire someone for literally, $25 to $100, depending on what type of project you're making or designing, and then just charge a client a certain percentage or markup based off of what that person is charging, right? Now, of course, it can be more lucrative than that because each project is different, but that's a really good way to get started in offering design services, even as a complete beginner. The last thing I want to cover is selling STL files. So selling STL files is honestly kind of a new thing. And truthfully, it's been around for a really long time. But now with 3D printers becoming much more advanced, people buying them, people getting much more involved in the hobby, people are coming into this hobby and they will need to find STL files to print and maybe even sell. And what I mean by selling, I mean actually selling the printed product, not the STL file. So how can you actually make money with STL files? Well, truthfully, there's a few ways to do it. Now, the first way is through one-time purchases, but the second way is through monthly memberships, which I know most of you probably would want to be at. Now, one-time purchases is, for example, you basically have an STL file, which was like, for example, for me on Cults 3D, and this is your file, right? Someone pays you for that file, and in exchange, they get the final product, which they can use in their slicer. And that's basically all it is. And truthfully, if you've ever purchased an STL file, you're basically just paying someone for the digital version of that product. Now, if you're selling monthly memberships, this requires a lot more skill, time, and patience. But if you know what you're doing, you can pretty much scale any sort of membership pretty quickly. For example, I had a Patreon that I scaled pretty quickly within a course of a month. We literally added more than 132 new members to the group, and we converted 32 of them to paid. So 32 members had paid, signed up for a $15 membership. So $32 times 15, and whatever that profit is. So that's like $400, I think. And now imagine if you're making $400 every single month. And on top of that, if you're getting new members every single month, now you can just take the profits that you earn from your own monthly membership and then just reinvest it into making more products, more machines, making better designs, and as well as growing a community. Now, this one is pretty short because I know most of you probably already know what this looks like, but selling STL files is basically a great way to make passive income. And then selling memberships, it's a great way to build a community and MRR. So if you don't know what MRR is, that's basically monthly reoccurring, and excuse my writing, income. And this is kind of like where you want to be long term, because if you're making, let's just say, $1,000 consistently, that's your MRR. That's the amount of money that you're making every single month. And that's like the lifeblood of any business. So if you're selling products online, if you're selling, design services, you're typically just paid for that one-time product or design service. But with MRR, you're basically charging someone month over month until they cancel. So that's like the upside of growing a membership. But the downside is that if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know how to scale it quickly and in the right way, what's likely to happen is that you're going to feel overwhelmed and you might get stuck, especially when it comes to trying to growing and scale it. Now, with all that said, we've pretty much covered 3 different ways to make money with 3D printing. You can sell STL files, you can sell design services, and or you can start your own STL membership or sell STL files. Now, truthfully, if you're a complete beginner just getting started, I would highly recommend just focusing on one and actually getting good at it. Try not to do too many things at once because you can definitely get overwhelmed by this and it can honestly be intimidating, especially if you're just getting started. If you're someone that's looking to start and grow a 3D printing business, and more specifically, if you're an established business owner, if you're already selling 3D prints online and or if you're not seeing the consistent sales or customers that you like to see in your online store, then what I've done is I dropped a free training down below on how to get started. This is literally 5 years of experience wrapped up into a quick 10 to 15-minute video. I basically break everything down from start to finish. So if you're interested in that free training, click the button down below, sign up. And if you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.